Welcome to part 13, 13th week of Rusty and Crusty build. Let's get inside and see what we got going on. Today I'm going to start sanding on the inside of the bed and try to get it ready to put a coat of primer on it too. This bed floor, I intend to put a tintable bed liner and make it body color of the truck, but just the floor itself, not the sides or the front. So I'm going to work over some of the major dents, try to drive some more of those out in the floor where they're at. You can see right there, there's so I can get it down where you can see major dent right there that I need to drive up. But the rest of these little small dents, like these right here, I'm just going to skim them with Bondo and do that before I put the bed liner on and work it down. Okay, here's how the bed is looking so far. So I've put Bondo, skim coated every rib just to find a few highs and lows, and you can see there what it's looking like. This don't have to be exactly perfect, but I do want them straighter than what they are. Like if they have any real low dips in them, there's one there, I'm going to have to put a little more in. But I am still going to put the paintable bed liner, and I'm going to stop it right along here and just do the actual floor. I'm not going to do the bed sides or the wheel tubs. I'm just going to leave those body color. And of course the bed liner in the bottom will be body color also, but it'll have texture to it for the bed liner. But it's coming along. So I'm going to try to put some new seam sealer around these wheel tubs. And I got to get this old stuff out of here. As you can see, it gets brittle and quits being pliable, and then it starts to flake out. So all I'm using here is just a little crook pointer, and I just sort of get underneath the edge of it and flip it out. Actually comes out most of the time pretty easy. There'll be a few tough spots, but take a piece of 80 grit sandpaper and just run down in there now and clean out the rest of it. So this is the brand of seam sealer for the day. I've tried several different brands. I can't really tell a lot of difference in any of it, but we're gonna put this in there and show you how I smooth it out. So there's a look after I got it smoothed out. I actually use a little bit of a urethane reducer and a rag. Lacquer thinner also works, but lacquer thinner tends to melt more of the seam sealer away. So I've sort of started using this to make it to lay down in there. I really like the look of, some people put a bead in there, but for me, I like the look of it just like there's nothing in there, which is sometimes hard to do, but if you keep rubbing on it, you can eventually get it worked down in there. There's a look with the seam sealer on. Once that dries and we epoxy primer over it, the bed, should be smooth with no transitions. Okay, so that'll wrap it up for part 13. 13 weeks we've been on this. Still making progress, just this part gets a little bit slower. I know the sanding is kind of boring to watch, but it's all part of the process. And on this truck, I wanted to just take it from the beginning to the end and show you every step along the way. But so that'll wrap it up. Please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate you watching. I had a lot of views and appreciate that, but please subscribe. It'll help a lot. Just I think one video last week we had like 600 and some views, which is really good, but I'm only at about 200 and some subscribers. So please consider subscribing. And at the end of this video, I want to post a couple pictures of the project that we're going to start working on. Sort of in between working on the square body. It's a truck I just traded for. I did trade the Ford Coyote 67 off and took this truck in on trade, and it's got several upgrades I need to do to it, and that's what we're sort of be working on next. I've actually got my brother putting a wiring harness and a tilt steering column in it, and a new set of gauges and a gauge cluster, and you can follow along on that at Creekview Acres on YouTube. He'll probably start working on it sometime next week, so I'm sure he'll start posting a few videos along the way. But if you want to follow him on that, and then we're going to do some other work to it. We're going to change the rear end gears, and we're changing the wheels on the front of it to set them under the fenders more. But I'll post a picture here at the end of this video, and you can sort of see what the truck looks like. It does look pretty sharp. Two-tone 62 unibody, which is kind of rare. You don't see a lot of them around. So thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.